Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is for Donald John Trump's health on Monday, October 5th. So his physical body, his challenge, his emotional body, his mental body, his karma, what's looming over him, of which he has no control, his future, and the outcome. Okay. Give me a moment here. All right, I need to draw the same cards with the Lenormand. Oh, and it's this deck here. Oops, sorry guys. The Maybe Lenormand by Ryan Edward. Okay. Challenge, emotional body, mental body, karma, no control, all that. Yeah, future, outcome. Okay. All right, so let's get these in. It's always such a challenge here sometimes. Okay. There we go. Okay, so need a sacred chopstick. All right, so what's going on with his physical body with the Four of Cups? Well, he's bored. He's bored, but this could also be that something's missing, of course, right? That could be up here in the mental body position, right? And the emotional body, but for his... Oops, I'm sorry. His physical body, I think this has to do with maybe a little bit of dehydration. Or, it actually could be the other way around, where he's holding fluids. Because, you know, straight up, you're not taking something in that's being offered. You know, that maybe that your body needs, if you're going to look at it on a body level. But reversed, it's like your body's holding on. So we'll see when we layer the other cards. But anyway, his challenge with the Temperance reversed, I mean, that's actually not good at all, because reversed, the Temperance is a grave illness in the old, you know, traditional meanings. Wow. You know, there's an excess when it's reversed. When it's straight up, of course, there's a balance. When it's reversed, there's an imbalance and an excess, and this is also a card of excess. So he's still holding on to the virus. And, you know, there's fluid buildup, fluid retention. His emotional body, he's like, oh no, he's not sleeping well. He's not having an easy time at all. You know, the Nine of Swords can be nightmares and depression, really high anxiety. You know, like you're being tormented in your sleep. It can also be the dark night of the soul. When you get to the Ten of Swords, then it's like, okay, you're done, but it was really painful. Well, this is the painful process. So that's what's going on emotionally for him on this day, on Monday, October 5th. And I'm reading this on Saturday the 3rd, so well, I don't know what's going to happen between now and then, honestly. Okay, so with the Page of Wands for his mental body, Page of Wands reversed, I get the feeling that there's a setback. Because when it's straight up, the energy is moving outward and forward. And the wands can be seen to be like the life force and the spiritual, impetus within us. So reversed, I think he's having a hard time even speaking. But anyway, mentally, it's a setback for him. And so is this. I mean, these two cards go, I mean, our emotional body and mental body, you can't really separate the two. And you can't, I don't believe any parts of the body are separate. But I'm just for clarification as to like which parts I'm breaking it down this way. So with the Tower reversed hanging over him as his karma and, his spiritual state and what's, what he has no control over, what's looming over him. Wow. This is a major fear of change that's going on for him. This is like self-implosion, because when it's straight up, then, there's of course the upheaval and the energy explodes and you do have a crisis, but there's a spiritual meaning to every crisis. And this can be, like a sudden change when it's straight up. There's no change. This is no change. This is no change. This is a fluid buildup, and it's not being released. Wow. Now, with the Seven of Cups reversed being in the future position, well, normally there's some type of like diversionary, distraction going on. So I think this has to do, again, more of this. Now we're finally drawing Cups cards for him. I usually don't get Cups cards. But anyway, because this is here and this is here together, future and the outcome, these are lies. This is like the grifter card. This is the Don the Con, right? So I think that we can expect lies coming out, delusion. This is just completely untrue. And diversionary, some kind of weird like lies and diversionary tactics that they put out and try and tell us that, like, oh yeah, he's doing great. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, physical body. To add the Tower card, and the Lenormand Tower is it's a completely different meaning than the Tower but we have both, but different meaning than in the tarot. With this meaning here, his physical body is still at the medical center. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think he's getting out, at least not on this day. And with the fluid buildup, Lordy. So his challenge is that something isn't, with the cat card there. I mean, of course, this is the card I always get for him when it comes to, his selfishness and his just, uncaring ways about anyone else. I think this is partly his, not being a good patient, not being a helpful patient at all. But one of my viewers reminded me, Kitty, her name, Kitty, and for the cat card, how like the synchronicity there is beautiful. She reminded me that cats do get COVID. So this is the challenge, is the COVID, and he is at the medical center. So again, if any of you are still, wondering if this is, a ruse or the truth, like does he really have COVID? The cards are confirming that he does. Okay, so his emotional body, we get the Clouds card. I think we had that for yesterday in the emotional position. So it's not changing. It's not changing. The Clouds card is like I said before, it's one of the most difficult cards in the deck, along with the Fox and the Snake. They're all up there pretty bad. But on a health level, this is mists and fog and this is like we're in that realm of moodiness and feeling really detached. But then again, he's tormented. So he might be trying to detach from what's really going on the inner levels. And that's not how you heal. That doesn't work at all. Yeah. But then if we just look at it as, like the way clouds are, well, they hide something. So I think he'll be trying to hide his real feelings, of course. So we're probably not going to hear anything from him. Now his mental body, with the broken mirror, something's breaking. Something's like shattering inside. Like he's not. This is a really awful card as well. This is like a fractured, fragmented mental state. Wow. And his karma, ooh, the fox. We had this in his reading for yesterday, or for his health reading as well. So, wow. So we've got a pattern going on here. On the health, well, with karma, so we're in the realm of like smell and olfactory glands. And so he could be having trouble there. It could be, because that's one of the side effects of COVID is that you can't smell and you can't taste. So I think that's probably what's happening there. Yeah, wow. He's also, this is that, where he's always trying to push the edge and manipulate. So he has karma there. So I wonder, like, if he's really being such a terrible patient, like, can you totally trust the staff taking care of him at this point? Yikes. I'm not really clear on all the ramifications of this card, other than he does have karma for lying and manipulating. And of course, he has karma with all the souls that have crossed over from COVID-19 because he manipulated and held back the information from us. He was briefed on it in writing on January 28th and then in early February verbally, and he still did nothing about it. I don't think he even, not a peep about it until March, and then it was something like, oh, it's nothing, it's just the flu and it's going to be gone by April. By spring, it'll be gone. And then summer comes, or spring comes, and it'll be gone by summer when it warms up. Yeah, well, nope. Here we are in October, dude, and you have it yourself. So all of these lies and manipulations in order to try and keep the money coming into your pockets at your resorts, it's all hanging over you. So there you go. His future, well, this could be the White House, but this is also the card of your body and your foundation, the foundation of your body. So I can't really say. I'll just have to draw some more cards, I guess, because I don't really know how to. Normally, it's a card of safety, but if your health is bad, then you're boxed in. You're boxed in and you're not going anywhere. And he's at the medical center, so maybe it's saying in the future he'll get out of the medical center. We'll see. But the outcome here with the Sun card, that can be a recovery, but it also could be that it's something else is revealed on this day, on this Monday. So let me draw some more cards here. Hold on, I want clarifiers for these two positions here. Okay, so for future, why do I constantly get this card for him? This has to do with impulsiveness and, trying to get what you want. I guess that does go with the Seven of Swords here. I'm sorry, Seven of Cups. because the Seven of Cups is like, you have options. Well, with it reversed, he has no options, but he impulsively wants something else. So let me do another card on that. Now, he's being observed. He wants out, but he's going to be watched. Maybe, I don't know, these cards, all these other cards are so bad. But then again, they're the present, and this is the future. So maybe he does get released back to the White House. Maybe he does recover and get released. But it might be that it's kind of a little too impulsive, and they're watching him. Let's see what the outcome. Interesting. Something with the lymphatic system. And you would need the lymphatic system to clear this out. And this is all stuck fluids. Yeah, his lymphatic system is still fighting. It's still fighting something off. So I don't think that this has to do with the White House now that I get these other cards. I think that the future is that his body is still being watched because he's not releasing what needs to clear out. And he's stuck with no options here. And then maybe the arrow, maybe I'm just supposed to look at this on more of a mundane level, because you can definitely do that with the Lenormand. They're great cards for, like, if you lose something and you want to try and find it, you can use the cards to help you. And it works, but you just have to know how to read them. But I'm thinking now this might mean more injections, because we have an arrow here. So there's only one other card in the deck that would be like something sharp. Well, with this deck, actually, there's this card, and then the scythe could actually be like tools. This has to do with fighting. This could be an injection that stays, maybe it stays in. Maybe this is the IV. If he does get released, it would be with an IV drip or something to try and keep clearing out, and he would be observed and watched. But I think in the outcome, it'll be revealed. The lies and manipulations will be revealed. We'll see them. And then there's something with his lymphatic system that's still battling the virus. So I honestly don't see him getting out this day. This is a critical day here, it looks like. Unless he gets out before, like it's possible that he gets out on Sunday, and then something goes bad and he has to go back in. Because these other cards are terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. I mean, to take these away so you guys can focus on just the tarot. I mean, wow. On a health level, this is a grave illness, remember? To summarize here. Dark night of the soul, emotionally. And imploding upon yourself. Self-implosion, because this is how consciousness works. So wherever consciousness, wherever you're open and you're in alignment with truth, like if you're moving towards always finding the truth within you, then you'll be in accordance, in alignment with spiritual law as well. And if you do that, then your physical energies, they move they organically move in harmony with the rest of the universe, with all the good that's in the universe. Because here on Earth, we're in a dualistic situation where it's, good and bad, there's right and wrong, there's pleasure and pain, we win and we lose, there's life and death. So, we're in this dualistic sphere here. So, but when you don't live, when you're not working towards the truth, when you're not working to become conscious of wherever you're out of truth, then what happens is that your energies go backwards and they work against you. So that's what's been happening with him all his life. He just, I think naturally he probably has a really strong constitution, and that's the reason he's gotten away with so much for all these 74 years of his life. But boy, is he eating some humble pie at this point. And it's exactly what he needs, you know, for his soul to grow. He needs to go through some humiliation and some surrender. So, okay, well, that's all I have for his Monday, October 5th. Thanks, you guys. Take care.